Hey everybody, I'm stoked to be back making another video for you guys today. Today I want to talk specifically about hex drivers. You can see that down here on the surface in front of us, I have a whole variety of different hex drivers. Right here is my newest set. These are my MIP Black Edition. These are a limited edition production run of MIP tools. It's a 3mm, 2, 2.5, and a 1.5. Of course, most of today's vehicles pretty much exclusively use metric hardware, with the exception of just a couple. You know, the only one I can really think of that's modern, well, there's two that I can think of. One is the B44.3 uses some standard hardware, and then the TLR 8 series of vehicles, even the 4.0 still uses standard Imperial hardware. Anyways, these are MIPs. These are also MIPs. This is an associated set of tools that was actually given to me as a gift by one of my super close friends back in Illinois. His name's Mike Nelson. Mike, still have these. Thanks, buddy. In fact, I like these so much that before Associated discontinued them, I went out and I bought another set that I still have sealed in the package. These have really good feeling handles. These two sets of tools were some of my earliest sets of tools. These are Dynamite. These were actually some of the tools I bought when I bought my very first Traxxas vehicle. And then these are Integy, with the exception of this. This is just a specialty tool that I still carry in my box to this very day. This is a 2.0 ball end hex driver. I just thought we'd take a few minutes and I'd talk to you guys a little bit specifically about investing your money in tools. There's no question that on this bench right here, by far, the tips that come on the MIP tools are heads and shoulders above most of the other tools that are here on the bench. I really like my MIP stuff. And specifically, these gold handled MIPs, one of the things I really like about them, if you look carefully, you'll see that this is a 1.3 and a 50 thou, the 1/16th and the 5/64th. All the way up to here, the handles kind of match the size of the tip, right? So a bigger handle is a bigger tip. Where these newer ones, it's the same size handle for every tip, and I guess that's okay, but I specifically liked the smaller handle with the smaller tip. That was just something that, I don't know, just saved a little bit of room in my toolbox and made it a little bit more comfortable when I was working on tools. You're less likely to strip something out when you have a smaller handle because you just can't generate as much force. The one thing I don't really care for about the MIP tools is it seems like if I'm in a rush and I don't have time to keep cleaning my hands, the handles tend to get a little bit slick, which isn't as bad with the Associated tools and not really existent at all with the heavy-duty knurling on the Dynamite tools. So many people underestimate the value of quality tools. If you're just starting out, anything on this table is better, far better than L wrenches, right? But I will tell you, if I had to do it all over again and I had no budget and I had very little money to spend, I probably would start out with the Dynamite tools because they served me well for a very long time. They were relatively inexpensive. I want to say they were about 20 bucks for a 1.5, a 2, and a 2.5, which covers the vast majority of the screws on most of today's metric vehicles. The Associated tools were really nice, but I don't even think they make these anymore. I think these are done and gone. I think they have new generations of tools. The Integy tools were super cheap, and the one thing I really liked about the Integy tools is while the tips weren't really awesome, the truth is I never stripped anything out because the handles were so small. And on the small screws, the 50 thous, the 1.5 millimeters, the 1/16ths, I honestly really liked the smaller handle because you just didn't have to worry about stripping anything out. When you get up to about here, when you get up, you know, I think these are like 25 bucks, 20 bucks for 3 of these. These were a little bit more expensive. I don't know exactly how much because these ones were a gift. I think these were like, I don't know, it says 59 bucks on here, but I don't think they were that expensive. The MIP stuff for about 3 wrenches, you're going to spend about 40 bucks, 36 bucks, 40 bucks or whatever, something like that. You know, give or take 12 to 15 bucks a wrench. When you get up to these super fancy limited edition black MIP wrenches, they were actually really expensive. And I'm actually a little bit disappointed. Like the quality of the tip and the way they feel is awesome, but I'm a little disappointed because I actually paid, I want to say 70 bucks, 70 and change for these wrenches. And already, for whatever reason, the paint that they use must not have been solvent resistant. I don't know if that's from motor spray or what the heck caused that to come off, but none of the other ones have seemed to do that. The other ones seem to be holding up well, so I'm not exactly sure what happened right there. But if you're going to buy a wrench, if you're going to buy tools, I would ask you to splurge and buy better tools. Buy MIP tools. The next set of tools I really want to get my hands on are the Huddy tools, mainly because from what I've heard, they use a super high quality spring steel and it has a knurled handle. And so, like, I love my MIP tools, but the handles tend to be a little bit slick, and I like the idea of a high quality tip, like on the Huddys or the MIPs, but a little bit more of a knurled metal handle. So that's something that I'm working on next. But so many times I see people buy 3 or 4 sets of the Integy tools before they really kind of are willing to dish out the cash for a set of MIP tools, and that's a mistake. Especially if you're going to be a diehard racer and you're considering investing your money in any titanium screws, let alone the really high quality screws from a company like Lunsford, you do not want to use an old or worn out driver. And the truth is, you probably don't even want to use a low cost or an inexpensive driver, because the tip, a lot of times the tolerance just isn't there to really take care of those titanium screws. Now, good titanium screws like Lunsford, they're really hard, they're super high grade aluminum. You can kind of get away with a cheaper tool. You shouldn't, but you could. But a super inexpensive screw, like some of the Tieworks stuff or some of the inexpensive rebadged brands, those things are really soft, and you will strip one of those out and you'll be bumming if you end up using either a worn out tool or probably an inexpensive tool. So anyways, I just wanted to talk to you guys real quickly about the different gambit of tools that are out there. Obviously, this is the highest end only because they're a limited edition. The tip is no different. MIP, super high quality stuff. Love the handles on these. Someday, who knows, maybe I'll be able to find another generation of tips. So that's about it. I just wanted to take a few seconds, kind of show you guys some of my first sets of tools and how I kind of progress up to what I have now. Let you know what I might be doing in the future. And hopefully you guys can learn a little bit from this. I would like to see you guys spend a couple of bucks more. Maybe hold off on one of the other gadgets or upgrades for your car and spend a couple bucks more on some high quality tools, because I think that it will serve you very well for a very long time. So hope you guys enjoyed watching this video just as much as I enjoyed making it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. I just want to say thanks again for watching my videos. I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed this video, you'd be doing me a huge favor if you could either like, comment, or even better, subscribe. I post a lot of stuff on social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, stuff like that. So if you want to catch up with me, I'll post this stuff up for you, and you can come on over, add me as a friend, follow me on Instagram, and you'll be able to see things that just don't make it to YouTube. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.